How's it? Today is Monday, January 23rd, and woo! I'm doing a lot of things differently today than I've done in the past long time. You can see here I'm starting off with the actual warm up. Last week I was talking about how my knee was hurting starting on Wednesday. It really was affecting the way I squatted. Persisted until Friday and into Saturday. I think felt the worst on Saturday, to be honest. Um, which, you know, not the greatest thing to be feeling right now. But I remember that one of the big things that helped me combat this was warming up my hamstrings properly. So I'm just doing that. I'm just on the bike, warming up for a little bit, get my blood flowing a little bit, and then starting off with some GHT hamstring curls just to get my warm up going, and then actually rolling out my calves here, my gastrocnemius, um, because that posterior lateral corner pain is probably like a distal hamstring tendinopathy or proximal gastroc tendinopathy. And so if I can get both of those muscles, the gastrocnemius and the hamstring, to be working properly, not as tight as they are once were, then I would be like relatively pain free. Um, this here, right around here, my knee was hurting. My knee was not feeling good, and I was very, very worried about what I was going to be doing today. So, yeah, I felt pretty lucky that it started to warm up a little bit about halfway through the warm ups for the snatches, and then my knee kind of was an afterthought after that. But up until then, even the start position was producing pain, which is not really something that happened to me, 4 years ago when this I was dealing with this last. Um, a little bit actually about today's workout. It's different. Last week I was home, right, and so I did like 175 for three threes for power snatch, and then 220 for three plus ones of power snatch or power clean and power jerk. And I was talking to Steve today about what I should be doing moving forward, and he said there's like two avenues that we can really pursue. Rather, well, there's three actually, but the third one's not really a thing to pursue. First avenue would be to continue pushing the weights. Second one would be to keep the weight the same and push the reps. And third is to deload. And deload is not something you pursue; it's just something that you do for like that 1 week or whatever, 2 weeks, what have you. But I wanted to continue pushing the reps or the weights, so went up to 82 today. And he was saying that given my knee has been giving me a lot of issues, rather than doing full lifts, shifting over to a hang would be super beneficial. That was a good hang power snatch, probably the best one I've done in months. It's my last warm up here at 80. I don't do the power or the hang because it's so close to the weight that I'm gonna do anyway. And then here's 82. So yeah, going back to what I was saying was that I wanted to push the reps, but because he was cognizant of my knee issue, he was saying lower the amount of time that you do full range of motion, so add in the hang essentially. And then I was telling him I don't know if I can hang power snatch 82 for one or even two. And then the original plan was to go for one plus two, and then he said if you can do one power snatch plus one hang full or two hang fulls or a combination of those things, that would be great. And then I told him that given my knee issue, I don't know if that's gonna work. But he resigned to saying just go for a few good sets of one plus one. And me being stubborn, I did three 1+1s because that's how I've always done it. um, yeah, all that to say is just like today was like a feel it out day, and I'm actually really happy with the way that my power snatches went. All of my power snatches from the ground were for sure power snatches, and then my hang powers are actually really close. Some of them are at like parallel-ish. So that's like a big positive for me. A huge like mental win. So generally pretty happy with that. And then after that, same kind of stipulations for my clean. Just get as little full range of motion as possible. And then if I can do the hang powers, do the hang powers. If I have to do the hang full, then do the hang full. But just get like a few top sets that are pretty good. Yeah, so I end up doing 102 for all 3 sets because again, I'm a stubborn boy. It's my first set here. Shout out to Blake. You're probably never gonna watch this, but that's my guy right there. He's fucking hilarious. A little bit behind on that bar when I go down to catch it, so I was trying to think about my elbows. Been thinking about that a lot lately. I know I made a mention of it in my Friday video. There he is. I know I made a mention of it in my Friday video, and it's something that I don't really think about for my powers because I'm trying to just get the bar as high as I can. But it always helps if I'm able to have my body positioning closer to the bar relative. So, yep, that's my second set, and here's my third set. It's my last one. Jay showed up. I was not expecting to see him today because he said that he lifts normally at night, which is cool. It's cool to see him. Yeah, so all of my cleans were powers for sure, and that's always been. I'm significantly better at power clean than power snatch. I still would not say I'm good at power clean by any metric, but relative to the power snatch, I'm better there. Finished off with my snatch RDLs here, just to work that little hamstring movement here, and then I completed the workout by 3 sets of pull-ups and 3 sets of GHD sit-ups. I think that home tonight. Well, I'm home now, but I'm going to roll out my calves a little more intentionally and make sure that I don't overwork myself moving forward. It's really important to me to keep my knee healthy. I think it's going to be a work in progress as I continue to move forward. So it's not a overnight fix, and it's okay with me. I have no other option. So yeah, it is what it is, and yeah, not too much else to say about today. I think moving forward, I'm not actually adjusting anything else for Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, just the Monday for the coming days. Especially if I can get my knee to be working healthy on Wednesday, I don't think I need to adjust anything for the rest of the week at all. So that's a positive thing in my opinion. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.